Hi guys, so today's cooking video we're going to make some pho soup. Pho is one of my favorite of all time Vietnamese dishes, and I'm kind of gonna make the quick and dirty version. So I have one onion, one white onion. I'm actually going to drop this in some grapeseed oil. I cover my pot in grapeseed oil. I want this to go in first so that the onion flavor is released. Next, usually, with pho, they would make it out of fresh vegetables and fresh mushrooms. Listen. This is a great substitute. I live and die by mushroom broth. Let me saute your onion till it gets a little brown on one side, and that's when you know you're ready to pour in your mushroom broth. So now I've added the mushroom broth, and just to increase the volume a little bit, I'm going to add this 16-ounce bottle of spring water. And now for my seasonings, I'm going to add 1 cinnamon stick, some onion powder, like 2 or 3 black peppercorns, some ground ginger, some fennel seed, and some coriander. And I'm just going to season the taste. I'm also going to put some fresh ginger in there. Fun fact about ginger, you should freeze it. If you freeze it, you'll get longer use out of it. Okay, now, so once you've added your fresh ginger, you want to let this simmer for at least 35 minutes to 40 minutes, right? And you want to keep checking it, tasting it to see if it's to your liking. So while we're doing that, we're going to prepare our noodles. Oops, I forgot the pink Himalayan salt. Now for our noodles, we will be using this kamut pasta. For our bean sprout substitute, we are going to cut up some bunapi mushrooms. So this is what our bunapi mushrooms look, all pulled apart and cut up. Now we're going to cut up some white mushrooms. I'm going to rinse them off first and cut them up. And so I only wound up cutting 2 of the white mushroom. Okay, so real quick, my noodles are ready, but I want to teach y'all a little trick about boiling kamut noodles. Traditionally, when we used to cook the elbow noodles, after we would take it out the water, we would run it under cold water to stop it from cooking. You don't want to do that here because then your noodles will get hard. I just let my noodles sit and I drizzle a little bit of avocado oil on them to keep them from sticking. I'll circulate the oil with a spoon. You can even maybe put a little bit of I like to put my little sea salt veggie. See, it's a little bit of sea salt, kelp, and dulce. Put a little bit of that on there. Like so, like that. As Tabitha Brown says. Can y'all tell I'm a Tabitha Brown fan? Okay, get into it. So anyway, that's my little tip and trick. Alright. Okay, y'all, this is our stock, right? So this is the moment of truth. It smells so good. The cinnamon mixed with all the herbs. I mean, it tastes professional, I swear. Now, remember these mushrooms? Right. We are going to let them boil in the water only for about 5 minutes. We want them to get soft. And then we're going to scoop them back out, right? And then it's actually time to plate. But you want it on high because you want it to boil. So I actually want this to boil, but I don't want my mushrooms to get too tender. Remember, that's our bean sprout substitute, and then a little mushroom. So, alright, I'll see y'all after 5 minutes. While our mushrooms are boiling, we did cut up some jalapeno. We de-seeded it after we cut it up. Some white onion and some cilantro. And the white onion has a little of my sea salt mix. The dulce, the kelp, and the sea salt. Okay. Okay, so y'all see how we just scooping out the mushrooms with our little scooper? I got this little scooper from the dollar store. I live at the dollar store. Listen, you find a lot of nice things at the dollar store. Listen, we're ready to play at this point. Now, some people would like take all the fennel seeds out, take the cinnamon out. And you could do that. And take the onion out. But I don't want to do that. Like, this is goodness. And when, let's say tomorrow when I go to make some more, because you got to make this fresh every time. You can't have this. Like, this got to be fresh. So you got to cut up some more mushrooms and do all of that. So, okay, I'm about to show y'all how this plating about to go down. Okay, so here we have our bowl of noodles. And now we are just going to add our stock to that. Just like that. However much stock you want to add is up to you. Right? That's good enough for me. So now we are going to add our fake bean sprouts and mushrooms. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and add all of that goodness because that's just my business. So now from here, we are going to add our onions. Y'all know I love onions. And yes, these are raw. We didn't saute them or nothing. Our jalapeno. And a little bit of cilantro. Oh, come on, make it pretty, see? And that's our pho. It's so good, y'all. Let me know if you try it. Try making it.